Hello and welcome back once again to Get Cooking. So today in the kitchen we're going to be making another breakfast food today. Something fairly easy, but I'm going to show you a different way to make it. This is a quick, simple, 2-ingredient recipe. Basically today we're going to be making banana pancakes. But something about these banana pancakes is they're flourless pancakes. So for you people on the gluten-free diets, these will work for you. It's a real simple, easy recipe. Like I said, you only need 2 ingredients. And since they're banana pancakes, I'm guessing you can probably figure out what one of those ingredients is. So I'm going to flip this camera around and show you the 2 ingredients you're going to need, and then we'll get started on making us some pancakes. Alright, so the first item we're going to need for our banana pancakes is obviously a banana. Just one, that's all you need, one banana. And the other ingredient is simply 2 eggs. I have exactly 2 eggs left in this carton, so that's what we're going to be using. 1 banana and 2 eggs. Now you may be saying, how the hell are you going to make pancakes out of 1 banana and 2 eggs? Well, let me show you. Alright, so first up over to our cutting board, we're going to take our banana and we're going to peel the banana. So we're just going to peel off the outer skin. If you guys peel your bananas from the other direction, oh well, I do it from that direction. Simple, right? 1 banana. Using whatever knife you got, I'm using a butter knife because bananas are soft. You're going to slice the banana. Don't worry about how thick it is because this is just temporary. They can be different thicknesses if you want. But you're going to chop up your banana all the way down to the nubs. Like so. Alright. So now we have our banana chopped. Now you need a small bowl. I'm going to throw in our banana pieces, like so. Alright, so once we have our banana pieces in our bowl, now we're going to add in our 2 eggs. There's 1 egg into the bowl, and I don't have another egg to crack this again, so I'm just going to crack it on the counter. Be careful not to get any shells in there, because then you'll have to fish them all out. And there are our 2 eggs. Now using a fork, you're just going to mash your bananas into your eggs. And these bananas have been at room temperature because they were a little bit green when I bought them. So I've been letting them sit out to try to ripen them up a bit. Still not 100% ripe, so these ones are a little bit tougher, but yeah. That's what we're looking for. Just mash all these up. And it's going to form a nice paste, like a pancake batter is what you're looking for. In the meantime, I do have a pan heating on the stove because we want our pan nice and warm when we do this. You just want to get this all mashed up. It may look kind of gross right now. You know, according to Alfred Hitchcock, an egg's yolk bleeding out was the most horrifying thing he'd ever seen in his life, and he hated eggs. Strangely, he was okay with blood, though. He didn't mind so much the color of blood running out, but something about the yellow yolk of an egg disturbed him. The master of horror and suspense. Actually, I don't know. Does he really deserve that title nowadays? I mean, yeah, his stuff was kind of cool, but in reality, you look back at it now, like 50 years later, and it's just like, it was alright. So you're just going to keep mashing and mashing and mashing and mashing and mashing. Give it a little bit of a stir until everything is smooth. You don't want any lumpiness in your banana stuff. As you can see, we still got quite a few lumps of banana. So we're just going to keep mashing until it's ready. Alright, it's a little lumpy still, but it's about where we want it for consistency. Yeah, it can use a little bit more mashing. You have to be patient with cooking. It's one thing me and my mother butt heads on now is because she still thinks she's as good of a cook as she used to be. And she just gets into such a hurry now because she doesn't like standing up for long periods of time and being in the kitchen where it's hot. You know, and she just wants to get everything done quick, and she doesn't put the time and effort into stuff the way she used to, like I do. And anytime I say, you know, this would have been good if you would actually put some time into it, she's always like, I've cooked it the exact same way for 30 years. You've been eating it for 30 years. You grew up on it. It's still exactly the same. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, it's not. You don't hardly take the time to season anything anymore. I hope I'm not like that when I get older. I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. It's done. I don't feel like doing it anymore. You know, I want to still be a decent cook when I'm older. So this could probably still use a little bit more, but I think we're about where we want to be with it. There's not a lot of large chunks anymore. They're just kind of real small ones now. It's like a few more chunks there I can chop up. But for the most part, we're looking pretty good here. So once you have about the consistency of a pancake batter looking stuff, we're going to move over to the stove. Alright, so we got our pan heated to about a medium heat here. It might be a little warm, so we're going to have to do this very carefully. But we're going to just take our batter and just give it a nice little pour like so. It'll space out a little bit, make a pancake. And now you're just going to kind of watch it just like you normally would a pancake. For those of you who don't know how to tell when pancakes are ready, first of all, you'll start to see them solidify a little bit around the edge and kind of lift up. They'll raise a little bit. But they're not ready to flip when it does that. What you're looking for, at least in normal pancake batter, is all these little bubbles that'll start to form around the top. Once it kind of has a full bubble all the way across it, that's when they're about ready to flip. So that's what you're looking for. Fortunately, I don't have any regular pancakes to show that to you. Otherwise I would. But yeah, so you're just going to kind of watch these. Now since these aren't normal pancakes, you do got to watch them a little bit closer. As you can see, the edges is kind of firmed up a bit here. You don't want to overcook these. I'm going to give this one a little bit of a flip earlier than I normally would, just because, like I said, this pan is a little warm. As you can see, it's not exactly wanting to lift up properly off of the pan. And there you go. Now this looks a little bit dark on the camera, but that's because we are toasting bananas basically. So it's going to have a slightly darker color than a normal pancake would. Normal pancakes will be a nice golden brown. These ones are going to be a little bit darker, but they still taste good, so don't panic. So then we're just going to let this cook again for a minute. Not too long, just enough. And then you're going to give it another quick flip. And there you see, it looks more like a normal pancake, right? So that one's done. And each time you go to make a new pancake, do give your batter another stir just to break up those lumps, anything that's still in there. And I'm actually going to turn my heat down a little bit more. So I turn it down from a 5 to about a 4. So let's just make another one. You usually get about 4 or 5 out of this. Maybe 6 if you're lucky. But we're just going to keep going. And now some of you may be saying, wow, those are oddly formed pancakes. Yes, they are. Normally when I make pancakes, I make perfect circular silver dollar pancakes every time. Unfortunately, since this isn't a normal batter, it doesn't quite pour out the way regular batter would. So you just kind of have to be careful with it. Now again, I'm not a gluten-free kind of person. I don't mind flour and all that stuff. I know there's all these medical things, but it seems like every month they're saying one thing's good for you, then next month it's bad for you. And then the next month something else is supposedly good for you, and then that's bad for you. So there's always all these diets constantly wanting you to change the way you're eating and things. And I've been eating the same stuff for 36 years now, and it hasn't killed me yet. I'm sure someday it will. But you know what? We're all going to die someday, so, you know, eat what you want. Enjoy your damn food. Stop being such a hypochondriac and just enjoy your life, you know? So there we have another brown pancake. Like I said, it's okay for them to be brown. First time I made it, I was like, oh crap, I burned them. Nope, they're fine. They just don't quite bubble up the way normal batter would. And I really wish I had some normal pancake batter out, but then I'd have to make like a whole batch of pancakes, which I really don't want to do right now either, other than what I'm making now. Because if I make up pancake batter, then I gotta make the entire batch just to show you the example of one. Which maybe I'll make pancakes for breakfast in a few days or something, and I can do a quick video of it there. But yeah, so you don't want to let these cook too long, but you don't want them too soft either. That first one I made still seems a little soft and probably could have cooked another few minutes, but I don't want to burn these, which is why I keep turning my temperature down just to try and get it more where I like it. Because I know that doesn't look very appetizing, like, oh, it looks burnt. It's not. That's kind of about the color that a normal pancake is right there. That nice brown color. So the other side's just slightly darker, no big deal. And again, like I said, give your batter a stir between each one. Try and break up some more of those lumps. I might get one or two more out of this, I'm not sure. We'll see. This might be the last one. And I can probably do one more small one. So yeah, you get about 4 or 5 depending on how big you go with them. So I'm going to let these last couple cook up, and then I will be back to show you the final product. Alright guys, so there you have it. Our finished pancakes. I got roughly 4.5, almost 5 out of it. Like I said, it depends on how big you actually make your pancakes to start with. I know I said I started with this at a 5 on the temperature. I would actually probably start off more with a 4. And I was letting my pan heat up the whole time I was making that at a 5, so it was kind of hot and took a while for the temperature to come back down. If you start heating it at a 4 as you're cutting up your banana and stuff, you should be fine. This is the last one I did, and as you can see on the back side, it's not quite as dark as the other ones. It's kind of more presentable. It looks a little bit more like a pancake, but it does still look kind of dark. So I usually serve them the lighter side up just for presentation, because if everyone sees these darker sides, they're going to be like, oh, you burned the pancakes. And it's like, no, they're fine. Just eat them. Alright, so now how do we serve these? Same way we do any other pancakes. You get some butter, slap it on your pancakes, like so. Don't need a whole lot, unless you like a lot of butter. Put a little bit back there, a little bit over here, just like that. And then, of course, you top it with your favorite syrup. Now, if you're not a big fan of bananas, like I'm not a super fan of bananas, so this isn't really my favorite thing, but it's a recipe that I wanted to show you guys just for the show. So I'm willing to eat it for that. But there you have some banana pancakes. Like I said, I'm not super huge on bananas, but I'll eat them. I like artificial banana flavoring on things, and I like certain banana things like banana nut bread and things like that. But as far as like just eating a banana, not really my favorite fruit. But with these, it's alright. Alright, so let's flip the camera around real quick and you guys can see me eat this, just so you know they're not burnt and they taste fine. Alright guys, so here we are with our banana pancakes. So let's try them out and see how they taste. Cheers. Very banana-y. It has the same consistency of a pancake, but it tastes like a banana. Like if you normally make your pancakes and you chop up bananas and put them on top, that's about what you're eating right here. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of bananas, so it is a bit too much banana for my taste, but it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste burnt at all, and I'm not just eating the one that was lighter brown. I'm actually eating the very first one that I made, which was a lot darker. You actually couldn't tell the difference between the bottom of the pan and the pancake at first, but that's the one I'm eating, and it doesn't taste burnt at all. So like I said, for presentation purposes, you might want to put the lighter side up as opposed to the fully golden browned side, because bananas don't golden brown, they blacken. But it doesn't taste burnt at all. Alright, so I'm going to go finish enjoying this. Then I got to make a quick run up to the store before they close, because I'm actually making these at like 7 o'clock in the afternoon instead of for breakfast, just because I need to get a video out to you guys. So I'm going to finish this up real quick, run up to the store, get a couple things for dinner tonight, which will be in like 4 hours. So why am I eating pancakes now? But my mother needs something to eat when she gets home, so yeah, there's that. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. A couple things have changed on YouTube that I've been hearing about. One is YouTube seems to be focusing more on likes and comments as opposed to watching the duration of the video. So definitely those likes and comments, I should be mentioning that at the start of the videos instead of here at the end. But those do definitely help out. Also, up next to the subscribe button, there's a little bell. Make sure you click on that if you're already subscribed and mark that you want to receive notifications when I post a new video. Otherwise, even though you're subscribed to me, my new videos might not show up in your subscription or recommended feeds. So give me the bell. So yeah, other than that, again, as I said, as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Links are in the description, and until next time, get cooking.